Hello Chelsea, my name is Jake Dunham and I will be going over your resume audit today. First thing, it looks like you've got some really good information on here. So I think just a couple of edits and then think you'll be good to go. My main concern, or honestly at this point right now, is just mostly the template. When employers look at your resume, they want it to be really easy to read, really streamlined, and having kind of like these two columns may make it a little harder for them to read. So I would go with, it doesn't have to look exactly like this, but maybe something a little more streamlined. You can, all the information you can see is kind of, you've got all your information over here of what you've done, and then over here you've got the information on when you did these things. And so that's just a little easier for them to look at, because employers usually will just take a quick glance at a resume to see if you meet the qualifications or not. So you want to make sure that it's very easy for them to read. So I would make the name a little bit smaller and move all this to the center, like you can see right here. You've kept everything under a page, which is really good. Just a couple of other things, like you would move your education to the top. That needs to go under your name. That needs to be your first thing, is your education. Let's see, Southern Arkansas University, that looks good. Like I said, you want to move the dates over to this side over here. So you would put the expected 2024 over here, and then you can just leave your GPA off, because they'll have your transcript, so they'll be able to look your GPA up if that's something they're interested in. Your work experience looks good. Oh, sorry about that. The only thing here is you need to go from present to latest. So you need the housing office, that needs to be moved up, and so it needs to go in reverse order here. And then I would move the dates over in this area so that it'll line up with the education dates. This information here, your bullets, they're good. You may think about using some action words, like made sure work environment was clean at all times. Maybe put maintained a clean work environment, because that's going to use the action word that's going to jump off the page. And maybe here, efficiently took each customer order, prepared, graded, accounted, those are good. Made sure food had no resources of metal. We could think of a different way of saying that kind of jumps out at the jumped off the page. Maybe here, maybe you could put supervised PPE equipment usage, the desk assistant, make sure, just maybe take off, you could just say check guest in. So just a few of those little changes, and then you can move your skills and volunteer over here with your campus involvement. If that's going to take you to having more than a page, when you may compare some of this down. Skills aren't absolutely necessary to be on there. That may be something that you could actually put in your cover letter to save some room. And then again, when you move your volunteer experience down here to the bottom, make sure that your dates line up with your education and your work experience. So if you just want to make those changes, I think that'll be great. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.